Lamborghini, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Porsche, Maserati, they all did it. Pretty much everyone is doing it, and in some cases with great athleticism. And now it's Aston Martin's turn to get in on the SUV act. This is the Aston Martin DBX, and it's time to get up close and personal. Aston Martin has not sacrificed its soul for the sake of an SUV, even if the DBX is powered by Mercedes AMG's stonking 4-litre twin-turbo V8. Nor is the DBX the most expensive Uber SUV out there, although it's still far from cheap at $357,000 plus on-road costs. As tested, however, this Morning Frost white example of the big British wagon has more than a few extras. It'll set you back around $500,000 on the road. Some may suggest the headline here is this AMG-sourced engine, which you'll also find in the Vantage and the DB11. It's a beauty, and with 405 kilowatts and 700 Newton meters, it's not to be scoffed at. But I don't think that's the headline. Others will suggest it's all about the badge. It is Aston Martin's first SUV after all. But I think it's this 5-metre long, 4-door, 5-seater is a story of practicality and versatility first, supercar spirit second. This DBX rides on 22-inch alloys wrapped in Pirelli P0 rubber and 6-piston aluminium brake calipers. You'll also find twin exhaust outlets and LED lighting front and rear, and this optional carbon pack adds definition and drama. New front DRL ducts and a rear wing are just a couple of the aerodynamic additions to the DBX. So this is impressive. I mean, my eyes are darting everywhere. I don't know where to look next. It's busy, it's interesting, and it's so over the top. I love it. The level of detail here and the craftsmanship is just next level. There is leather everywhere. And where there's not leather, there's wood, and if there's not wood, there's this beautiful Alcantara lining. You won't find any ugly, hard plastics in here. It also feels very intimate in here. This feels much more like a car than an SUV. The cabin envelopes the driver and it feels much smaller than its actual dimensions. A 10.25-inch centre screen and a 12.2-inch instrumentation cluster are home to all your tech needs, including satellite navigation, 360-degree camera, digital radio, voice control, Bluetooth phone pairing and Apple CarPlay. Up front are all the welcome and expected features: electric seat adjustment with heating, ventilation and 3-position memory, plus a heated steering wheel. However, there's no touchscreen, just this touchpad and rotary dial. It's a reach to change gears via the dash-top buttons. There's no Android Auto, no soft closed doors and no branded puddle lights. 64 ambient lighting options soften the blow. It sounds picky, I know, but for $500,000, I want it all. So let's talk about practicality. And when I'm seated here, what I really mean is everyday oddment storage. And it's actually pretty good. We've got 2 cup holders here, a lidded armrest where all your charge points are, and a really neat space under here where your phone can sit. It's usable, it's functional, and it's really, really thoughtfully designed. Then there's the second row, fit for 3 passengers. Better still, it's also insanely plush. Leg and headroom is good. There's individual climate control, charge points, 4 directional air vents, including 2 in the B-pillars, and the seats are so soft, supportive, and comfortable. That's all good and well, but there's only one place I want to be seated in this SUV, and that is behind the wheel. So let's get to it. I'll be honest, despite a couple of very minor but fully justified gripes, I'm pretty smitten. And now we drive. The DBX's twin-turbo V8 channels a substantial 405 kilowatts and 700 Newton meters to all 4 wheels via a smooth 9-speed automatic transmission, also from Mercedes. It has a top speed of 291 kilometers per hour and will hit 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.5 seconds. Flicking through the 6 drive modes, I have unsurprisingly settled on Sport Plus. That's where the engine response improves, and so too does the exhaust note. It's rich and it's spicy and it warms the heart. Should you wish to take your DBX SUV off-road, it'll cope. All-wheel drive, adjustable ride height, electronically controlled centre and rear diff, and Terrain Plus drive modes will see to that. A big 632 litre boot and decent 2,700 kilogram towing capability broaden the DBX's unexpected repertoire of versatility and practicality. Today, we're sticking to the tarmac. It feels ridiculous to suggest otherwise. Straight line speed is astonishing, but it's the way the DBX handles that is truly mind-blowing. That connection through the wheel and the way it holds the road, it defies both its hefty curb weight and its SUV proportions. It's silky smooth through the corners and then brutally punchy when you want it to be. It's clever too, with cylinder deactivation technology for the fuel-conscious Aston drivers among us. The DBX blends the super luxury and sporting DNA of old with the everyday demands of the new. First and foremost, practicality. More about usability and flexibility than heritage, Aston Martin's new breed of super SUV is here to stay, and I fully approve.